Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashok, and today in this video we are going to discuss very important topic or a crazy topic, which is nothing but NLP, natural language processing, right? So why this NLP is very important, right? So if you see the generative AI and the LLMs are booming, right? So most of the projects right now is into generative AI and LLMs, right? So the base for generative AI and LLMs is nothing but this NLP, right? Natural language processing. So we need to understand this from the core, right? From the start to the end, we'll dig deeper into this natural language processing. So let's understand NLP, which is natural language processing. So you have seen, right, machine learning or a deep learning, right? Typically those machine learning and deep learning will deal with something called as categorical data, numerical data, right? But NLP basically deals with the text data, right, or a textual data. So that is why you deal with the language, right? Well, we have a text data, right? And we know that NLP is again a part of AI itself, right? So it's AI is a bigger umbrella. We saw here is ML, and then you have something called as NLP here, right? So this is where NLP fits in, right? So this NLP or natural language processing is a branch or a part of artificial intelligence which basically deals with the interaction between the machines or the computers and the human language. So the computers or machines are very good or great with numbers and following rules, but human language is bit messy and complex, right? This NLP or natural language processing basically helps the computers to understand or machines to understand the nuances of the human language, which basically includes the grammar and syntax and vocabulary and the meaning. Typically you can say a word meaning and context and the sentiment of your text, right? So this is basically you'll understand everything in case of NLP. So which helps the machines to understand these nuances, right? So let's understand NLP to the core, right? So when you say um, what all you need to learn to get the natural language processing, right, to understand this, right? There are multiple things which you need to focus on in natural language processing, starting from the, you can say it as a roadmap or you can say it is a life cycle of NLP, right, or natural language processing. Let's see what all things we need to see in case of NLP. Similarly, how I have explained different life cycle of machine learning project or data science project in my previous video, right, where I've shown you the 16 stages of the life cycle of data science projects. Similarly, here also we'll see some stages of NLP, natural language processing, which will help us to understand NLP, right? Let's discuss about the different stages in case of NLP. Stage one is the text pre-processing techniques. The first one in this case is the tokenization. So let's take an example of tokenization, right? So if I can give an example, like say I have a, my name is Ashok, right? So how this tokenization work? It will create a list which says my and name is and Ashok. So tokenization basically will convert your text into a sentence into a different list of tokens, right? So there are multiple tokenization techniques, like you have sentence tokenization, word tokenization, character tokenization, right? We'll see that into our coming videos. The second one is stemming and lemmatization. So what stemming and lemmatization will do, it will convert your word or text into its base value, right? So every word or text will be associated with its base value, right? So that stemming implementation will convert that words into its base value. Like if you have running, it will convert to it run. It will flying, it will convert it to fly, right? Similar use cases we'll see in the coming videos. So then you have stop word removal, right? So you will need to remove the stop words. Like for example, the, he, is. So these are all stop words. So this doesn't make any sense in case of NLP, natural language processing, when you're doing the implementation of NLP projects. So you need to remove these stop words. So you can use regex regular expression to remove this from the in the text processing techniques, right? The bag of words and TF-IDF, right? So this bag of words is also called as count vectorizer, and TF-IDF is also called as TF-IDF vectorizer. Now this bag of word and TF-IDF are two different pre-processing techniques, right? Where they, what it will do, it will try to convert your textual data into some kind of numerical format or some kind of encoded format, right? Because you need to pass this to machines, computers, right? So they will not understand text data, so they will understand the numerical or encoded format, right? So that's why you convert that into numerical format. Next we'll understand the POS tagging, right? Which is nothing part of speech tagging. So typically you will use something called as noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, right? These are all POS tagging, so you'll understand that. So the next one is the, we need to understand is NER, named entity recognition. So if I can give an example of NER, right? So if I'll say Virat Kohli is a good batsman. He plays for India. So here how NER works, right? So you see Virat Kohli and you see India, right? So typically tag that to the NER, named entity. So this is a name entity, right? So this is India and this is Virat Kohli. So NER will work according to the names, right? So it will tag this to the NER, name entity recognition. Then you will use something called as word to vector, then average word to vector, and then word embeddings, right? So these techniques are very much important, right? In word embeddings also will be used in generative AI and the LLMs, right? So you need to keep an eye on this word embeddings. Now this plays a very crucial role, right? So you see different stages, right? Text pre-processing techniques. This pre-processing techniques is very much important in case of if you are solving a natural language processing use cases, right? So let's see other what are the, after this what we are going to do. Then you need to understand these architectures, right? So this RNN, recurrent neural network architectures, right? So you have LSTM, which is nothing but long short term memory, right? Then you have bidirectional LSTM. Then you have something called as gated recurrent unit. Then you understand something called as encoders and decoders, right? So this stage 2 is to understand these RNN architectures, right? Stage 3 basically is very much important, right? Here you will understand sequence to sequence models. So you'll understand transformers. So here you need to understand very important research paper, which is nothing but attention. Attention is all you need. Now this attention is all you need is the base for this transformers. This is the base for this generative AI, LLMs. So this attention is all you need. Then you have transformers. Then there is something called as BERT, bidirectional encoder representation transformations. That ELMO. Then you understand something else, Albert. Then we'll understand GPT series, generative pre-trained transformers. Like we have series 1, GPT-2, GPT-3, GPT-4, right? So this is where GPT-3, GPT-4, right? So this is where generative AI or the LLM is nothing but your chat GPT, right? So chat GPT has come from this GPT transformers. The name itself says GPT, generative pre-trained transformers, right? So this transformers, right? So this is coming from this particular transformers, right? So we need to understand this different stages of this NLP, natural language processing, right? Starting from the stage 1. So we'll understand this starting from the stage 1, we'll understand text pre-processing techniques, a lot of things, and then we'll understand the RNN architectures, LSTM, bidirectional LSTM, GRU, encoded, and in stage 3 you'll understand these many topics, right? And if you see the use cases of NLP, right, use cases of NLP, there are a lot of use cases you can solve using the NLP, right? So first one is the, if I give an example of chatbots, then you see chatbots also, you see you have up Amazon Alexa, right? Then you have Apple Siri, then you have Amazon Alexa, Apple Siri, Google Assistant, right? So there are many things. Then you'll understand sentiment analysis. So if you see Amazon or Flipkart buying patterns, right? Or you see Swiggy Zomato reviews, right? So you do a lot of Swiggy Zomato reviews, you try to find out the sentiment of that particular reviews, right? So those things can be analyzed using the sentiment analysis. The next one is the machine translation or Google translation. So you can convert that one language to another language, right? So that you can do using this NLP. The other one is the spam classifier, spam or not spam, or spam or ham. So you can do that spam classification as well. The next one is the text summarization. So again, you might have seen that in short application, right? In short application, so where it will try to convert huge amount of text data to small summary, right? So that you can do using the text summarization techniques. They basically in short. So again, if you want to convert any suppose you have 300 pages of book and you want to get a summary to 10 pages or 5 pages, right? So you can do using the text summarization. So we'll understand that into going forward in the coming videos. So the next one is the text generation. So one example I have already told, a chatbot. Second one is the dialogue generation. Third one is the conversation robots, right? So this is not all. So you have many other use cases also. You'll dig deeper into that into the coming videos. Last thing for today which you need to understand is the different libraries used in case of your NLP, right? So different libraries. So one thing, first one is the GenSim, second one is Spacey, third one is Stanford NLP, then you have TextBlob, and you have NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, right? So these are the few of the libraries which you need to know to do any kind of pre-processing techniques for natural language processing, right? So guys, we have discussed a lot of things in NLP today, right? So, and I'll create a separate playlist in the YouTube channel, in my YouTube channel, and then we'll see. Today we discussed many things on NLP, natural language processing, the stage 1, and then stage 2, different stages. We saw, you saw the use cases of an NLP, where all it can be used, and then we saw the NLP libraries, right? So this is all it from my side today, guys. If you really like this video, give a thumbs up and then subscribe this channel and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, keep learning, and keep rocking.